Hi there, everybody. Meteorologist Dontaé Jones here in the Dick Goddard Weather Center with a little Facebook Live action here just to kind of get you updated on what's going on today and then the beautiful weather that's going to ensue after today. So we got some thunderstorms coming. It's not a severe weather outbreak, so I wouldn't think that, we're about to get this uh, huge line of storms that's going to blow everybody away. Now, there'd be maybe one or two storms that might get strong to possibly severe. But by and large, I think most of the storms should stay under severe limits. So once we get past this evening, which is going to impact, I think I heard Gabe say Pentatonics or somebody's coming to play at Blossom. Sorry, I just don't remember who. But then we've also got the Guardians game this evening. So we've got some things going on. Of course, it's summertime outdoors that this evening, unfortunately, the timing of the rain, it is going to impact. But if you got weekend plans or plans tomorrow evening, oh, it's just going to be phenomenal. The high school games are going on tomorrow, too. We're real excited around here for Touchdown Friday to start again. So the big story, the big headlines, the rain returns, rain and storms this afternoon into the evening. We'll time that out in a second. And then behind that, things turn comfortable for Friday and Saturday, and then we flirt with 90 degrees on Sunday, and we keep it warm for the early part of next week, and then by the middle part of next week, we cool back down, and it's more refreshing. So I think I said in the noon broadcast it's this weekend we'll have a couple seasons. We'll have fall, and then we'll have summer over the weekend because it really cools down tomorrow and into tomorrow night. All right, here's a time lapse where this morning we started off full on sunshine. Then you'll notice by mid to late morning the clouds start to roll on in here. So now it's partly cloudy. That is ahead of that right there. That's the line of rain and thunderstorms draping right across Indiana and into southern Illinois. So it's right on the Ohio-Indiana state line. So it'll be here within the next few hours. And then you can see it right there at the top left-hand of your corner, left-hand corner of your screen, just to the west of Toledo. So we're dry here, but it's coming. 79 in Cleveland, 78 in Lorain, 74 Akron, Canton, New Philly, 75. So we're all in the mid to upper 70s. We'll get to the lower 80s this afternoon. And it's going to feel nice. The humidity level's not really off the charts. They're a little more humid than yesterday, but they're not overbearingly so. They're in the lower to mid 60s. So those dew point temperatures says it's humid, but it's just sort of a typical humid. Winds are out of the southwest, a little breezy and gusty at times too. Wind gusts every now and again, about a 30-mile-an-hour gust or so. So, like I mentioned, we'll get to about 83 today, and then there's 5 o'clock. So I'm thinking like 4, 5 out west, Cleveland area about 5, 6-ish, and then it's on and off again throughout the night. And again, we'll time that out here in a second. But notice the temperatures do drop by the time those storms come rolling in here. So we're nice and balmy in the 80s and breezy 4 o'clock. And then by 7 o'clock, showers and storms and clouds around. And so we're much cooler in the upper 60s. So this evening, some thunderstorms coming in here again this evening. So probably not the best evening to go fishing nor boating, to be honest. There is a small craft advisory out there tonight because of the storms that are coming, and things become gusty and choppy. Tomorrow probably won't be the best day to go boating tomorrow either. 3 to 6 foot chop and water spouts tomorrow. With this front coming through in this area of low pressure just off to the north and gusty. So next couple of days, it's okay as far as weather-wise, but going out on the boat, probably wait to the weekend. That'll be much better. Oh, the weekend's going to be. I know some folks are going to school. Schools are starting back next week. So if you're trying to get that last summer, if you will, weekend of boating, beautiful weekend to do it. All right, the Guardians facing off against the Tigers tonight, 7:15. I think we'll get some showers and maybe a storm. There might be a rain delay in there. I'll show you in a second here. Ottawa County Fair. Now, this Ottawa County Fair starting today, so if you're going today, probably not the best time because there's showers and storms that are coming in the afternoon. But tomorrow, right on through the weekend. Beautiful, dry, nice temperatures in the 70s and 80s, 70s and 80s, upper 80s probably on Sunday. The International Fest in Parma Heights is going to be great. Temperatures in the 80s, sunshine. Windy Park on Saturday, the Paddle Fest, great. African American male walk, that's going to be good too. This weekend we feature that on the noon news. So that's going to be great too. So I mean, wherever you're going this weekend and tomorrow for that matter, I kind of look at Friday as sort of an extension of the weekend, but it's just really going to be phenomenal. Again, Friday night football, high school game starting up tomorrow. Partly to mostly sunny skies, temperatures right around 70. It's going to have that fall feel, so that's what you think of when you think of football. You think of fall, and when you think of fall, you think of football. So it's going to have that football feel, that fall feel tomorrow if you're going to some of the high school games. The drought monitor's out today, and all the rain we've been getting is really coming handy. So Northeast Ohio, doing fine. No abnormal dryness, no drought. Now you head over to Northwest Ohio, it's a different story, but it's improving. So over towards the Findlay area, if you've been paying attention to this, they've had a moderate drought for probably about a month now or so. Now they're going the right direction. Now they're abnormally dry. And I suspect probably by next week we'll shave off a little bit more of that abnormal dryness, maybe take it out altogether. So we'll see. All right, so here's what's going on. There's 4 o'clock. Port Clinton, Bowling Green, Findlay, Tiffin, some more shower activity. See what I'm talking about? Findlay gets a good, decent shower around that area. So, who knows? Maybe by the time we get into next week, we're all doing just fine in northern Ohio. But notice that as this comes through, it's just showers. And we're not seeing any thunderstorm activity just yet. There's 7 o'clock, and it moves eastward. So you see on and off again showers for the game downtown Cleveland there. So again, there might be a rain delay or a postponement because there's more rain behind it. We really don't get the rain out of here. It looks like here on this particular Futurecast, we don't really get the rain out of the Cleveland area until about 10 o'clock. So maybe I don't know, again, a whole lot about baseball. So I don't know if they do a 3-hour delay or if they just say, okay, we'll just postpone it and play the game another day. I think 3 hours is probably, that's pushing it. I think they'll just probably postpone for a whole nother day. But notice by 10 o'clock, though, once these storms get about east of 71, they run into a little bit more juice as far as storm development. So that's where we could probably pick up the storms right there. And some of these storms, again, could get on the strong to maybe severe side. I'm thinking 1 or 2. Not every storm is going to be severe, but some of them could have some pretty gusty winds and heavy downpours. And so that generally gets out of here about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. But as you can see right there, even up to about 4 or 5 in the morning, there could be a lingering shower north and east. But by and large, most of us drying out. And we'll certainly be dry by tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. All right, so the severe outlook, again, with these, best time frame, about 5 to 11 for storm activity. The biggest threat with these gusty winds, heavy downpours, maybe you get one of those gusty thunderstorms where, some of those little smaller trees might have some leaves on the ground, maybe some small twigs or branches might be on the ground, and then maybe some minor localized flooding. There's some of those places that kind of dip in the roadway and usually flood when you get a good downpour. Something like that here and there. And maybe a little bit of hail too with maybe a storm or so, but not expecting an all-out severe weather outbreak. So don't think this is like, oh my God, batten down the hatches one of those afternoons. Just know that it's one of those like, spring/summer type of thunderstorms where, it move on by, it's really gusty, it does maybe a little light damage or what have you to trees and shrubs and cause maybe a little bit of hail and some minor flooding, and then it moves on, and then you're fine. But just want to let you be aware that might be coming. That might be, it certainly wouldn't be doing my job if that comes out of nowhere and you didn't know about it. But so you may get that. Now, again, the tornado threat, it's on the lower side. The conditions of the atmosphere are not really ripe for tornadoes here, but it's not zero. We want to stress that. So there is one. The atmosphere can tap into some dynamics sometimes, and spin up one of those, even though that's not the biggest threat or it's not really conducive to tornadoes. Not saying that there couldn't be one storm that taps into something there and whoosh, spins up and produces that. All right, so today 83, again, a mix of sun and clouds, and then the rain and storms coming in about 4 or 5 o'clock out west, 5, 6 o'clock towards the Cleveland area, and then really turns a little more stormy later on in the evening east of 71. That's what the modeling is telling us anyway. So tonight, lingering showers around, but we'll start to dry out, cooler, breezy, temperatures right around 60 degrees. And then look at this 8-day forecast. 74 for tomorrow for a high temperature with sunshine and low humidity. It's going to feel like fall. And if that's not cool enough for you, 56 Friday night. So Saturday morning, we're waking up to temperatures, and that 56 is for Cleveland. So outlying areas, I'm talking lower 50s. So yes, I mean, some of you, if you get up early in the morning, I'm talking 5, 6 o'clock, you might Saturday morning might opt for a light jacket. Whew, that's I know that's rocking my world right now because I'm all about Sunday because we're still in summer and still in August. Saturday is going to be phenomenal, 80 degrees and sunshine. And when you know it, I got to work, so I'll be here Saturday evening for 6 and 11. But the good news is, even though I'm working, this Saturday is not going to be like last Saturday, where I also came into work because there were tornadoes. Alexis Walters and I covered that. So luckily, and for everybody, not just me, but for everybody, this weekend is going to be phenomenal, thankfully. Sunday, if you don't like summer, you're not going to like Sunday, because Sunday summer comes back. 88 degrees, sunny skies, a little bit of humidity in there, so it may feel like maybe 92 or so. Some of us may get to 90. The 88 is the Cleveland temperature, so maybe folks down towards Stark County, Tuscarawas County, Holmes County, maybe you may get a 90 in there. If Cleveland were to hit a 90 on Sunday, it would only be day 2 this year, which is just, we haven't done that in a long time. It's been such a cool summer and a cruel summer. If you know Ace of Base and Bananarama, that's a little homage to them. I used that song as my Instagram story yesterday. The day before yesterday, I went out after the 7 p.m. show and watched the sunset over the lake and took a video, and that's what I used as the story on Instagram, and used that song. It's a cruel summer because it's been so cool. That's why I use that song. It's been so cool. It's not been summer-like at all. But anyway, I love that song. The Ace of Base version. Bananarama is good too, but I like the Ace of Base version. Anyway, summer continues Monday and Tuesday. Like how I get off on these little tangents when I do these Facebook Lives. Monday and Tuesday, mid-80s with sunshine. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it feels more like summer. And you add in a little bit of humidity, it'll probably feel like the upper 80s Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday, we get back to the more comfortable. I think everybody can compromise and like temperatures on either side of 80 degrees with some sunshine. But that 56 and 74 right there, that's creeping me out, man, for Friday night. For a summer lover, that's creeping me out. But I know it's on the way. I know that's going to be regular temperatures by the time we get towards, say, late September or so. But what are you going to do? All right, so that is the forecast here. That's what's happening. Again, just a quick recap. Storms about 5 to 11 p.m., best time frame, moving from west to east. Not every storm is going to be severe, and they're going to be hit or miss. And we may get one or two that becomes really gusty and really rainy downpours with maybe a little bit of hail. Tornado threat is low, not zero, so we're not really expecting tornadoes, but really some gusty winds and heavy rain with some of these thunder boomers that may want to be robust. Other than that, behind that, again, a beautiful 8-day forecast in there. With something for everybody. So I am going to, it's 1:19, I am going to update the clickable and update the website, and then I have to forecast for the evening newscast, where my friends Andre and Mackenzie join me for the 4, 5, and 6. 7 p.m. I don't think we have. I think there's sports for 7, but 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. It'll be the trio, the weather trio that you love so much here in the evenings. I know you do. I know. You don't have to tell us. We know. Anyway, have a great one, everybody. We'll see you.